going to pull from this, but I need the information that you have to share with me. And I want to talk. And my voice is heavy, so I need you to talk up, and it'll pick you up. Okay, now you said that we're going to assume that we're going to document this, so to speak, that the reunion started in St. Louis,
St.
Missouri.
Louis, Missouri. I would say around 1939.
39, okay.
Around September 1939. 39 or 40.
Okay.
Somewhere along there.
Was I born? Can you remember?
That I don't know.
Uh-huh. But you said your mother, Aunt Joe, and Helen Pickens, and Sarah Dorris
And Aunt Sarah.
used to do a lot of the cooking.
Right. We did all of the cooking.
Uh-huh.
We provided, they provided all of the food.
They were potluck.
Prepared the food or whatever. And we would meet either at Aunt Helen's or at our house.
To have the big dinner.
have the
Don't
big
touch it.
dinner. Now, it was just a one-time thing. You know, it wasn't over the weekend like we're doing it now. It was just a one-time thing. I think it was on a Sunday, usually a Sunday. But we would get together once a year.
Once a year and have.
Once a year.
And it was usually around the Labor Day?
Yes.
I wonder
It was
why.
around that. Because schools were out. You know, at that time, everybody had children.
And then you and I, well, whoever, that first set of cousins
Right.
were children.
Yes. So it had to be
And
at a
infants
time
and
when
even.
the children were out of school, you see. And the older people could either get vacations or they were not working, one of the two, you see.
Okay. Now you said, you think there was after World War II,
We
after
had
the end of the
reunion-
war?
No. We had the reunion in 40, 41, and they were here in St. Louis. When 42 rolled around, we had the reunion in 1942, but they decided then not to have any more because so many members of the family were in the armed services, different places across the country.
Okay, now which people do you know for sure that was in service?
Ed O'Kelley, my brother Dan O'Kelley, India E. Dorris, Jane Dorris,
Sylvester Smith.
Uncle James Boys, Seal was in the service.
Is Karl a retired major or colonel? What was he? Karl O'Kelley in Arizona.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he was. Colonel, I think. I'm not sure.
Somebody told me we got somebody that's a dean of a university, female, in our family.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, keep on.
I don't know. So after the war, they decided not to have any more. We were having them every year then. Every year around Labor Day, we had the reunion. Then the war sort of tapered off or ended around 45. Then the first reunion after the war was in 1946. We went to Chicago.
Okay, the Eugenics.
Right.
Were they still potluck in there?
Yes. Yes. We had it at Aunt Virginia's. She had a huge apartment, 7 or 8 room apartment.
So they went like shopping and all the sisters and the brothers, Aunt Evelina and Mama and...
Those people that were in Chicago, they provided.
Provided, okay.
And it's the same. Now this was something that I had said I was going to mention. You know, I really think we need to kind of go back to that on account of expense involved. Now, when it came to St. Louis, We were down at Carr Square, not Carr Square, we were Pruitt Igoe.
Well, was that Car Scrap before was that Pruitt Igoe?
I know that.
Oh.
But I'm trying
But you
to
remember
bring
that
around.
big dinner and every that shopping you talking about that we did for that one
Yes.
in Pruitt Igoe.
Right.
What year was that?
And-
That had to be in
That was
'69. Sure it
That
was.
69.
In '69.
Because then, see, I think Nelson got up and made the suggestion, I think we ought to have the reunions catered because all of the wives and the people had been spending a lot of time shopping and preparing the food, and they were not able to really enjoy the reunion. And Nelson suggested at that time, he thought that we ought to start going to the hotels and having the thing catered. Plus, this is when we decided to have it every 2 years because the families had gotten so large, and it would give the various families ample time to prepare for their vacations and to save and this kind of thing. And this is when they decided to have it every other year. It was
Okay,
at
because I know
that
that was the last
69.
time we did our big shopping.
Right.
Okay.
Last
Now,
time.
what places have we had these reunions? I know we've had them in Mississippi, in Greenville, Leland, Memphis,
We've been to Memphis. We've been
Beloit,
to Beloit,
Wisconsin, Gary,
Gary,
Indiana,
Indiana,
Chicago, St.
Chicago,
Louis.
and St. Louis. That's the extent.
And we tried last year to have it in, this year to have it in D.C., but we didn't follow through. And so it came on back to St. Louis. Okay. Anything else of importance you need to tell you? So all the reunions were held annually in St. Louis. Okay. Prior to, what's that? We said 69?
Prior to 45.
45. Okay, prior to 45.
Prior to 45.
Okay.
And see, they were disbanded.
Mhm.
They were canceled during the war.
Okay, because it was
Now,
so
I
many.
think our last reunion was held in 42. You know, the war broke out in 41, in December, you know, of 41. Did we have a reunion in 42? Let me see. I think 40, I believe they did get together in 42. It was at your mother's house. And that was the last one. They decided that we wouldn't have any until after the war. And that first one that we had after the war, we went to Chicago
Okay,
at our Virginia.
okay. All righty.
You ready to go?
Oh.
And the poor and the sick, you're gonna always have. Always. Well, I feel that the stronger are supposed to pick up the weak as long as it's family. You know, now, the way we have things going now, you have people coming a long distance from out of town. They have to pay for their transportation, getting here. There ought to be some way where these people would not have to pay this assessment that we are assessing.
Just get here.
Just get here. If they think enough of the family to want to be with the family and to spend a weekend with the family, they should not have to be taxed this other assessment that we are putting a lot of stress and information on. Because look at the expense that it's going to involve coming. Now, I understand that the picnic that you all had was terrific. Even if it means that we'll have to stop going to the caterman and just have it just for a weekend or that Sunday or that Saturday. Potluck it and do it like that. The people coming from out of town should not have to do anything. I feel the whole city should bear the full responsibility. Now, that's the way it was when it first started. Because Mother and Aunt Helen and Aunt Sarah, they all did all of that, cooking. And the folk from out of town just came. It was just like people coming here to St. Louis to visit.
But
They
I tell
didn't
you
have to
what,
pay anything.
we had a unique set of group. Mama and them did.
That's true.
Because I know Uncle James didn't come here and didn't slip Mama some or Aunt Sarah.
Oh, he probably did.
You
Sure.
see what I'm saying?
Sure.
But we're losing a lot of the values
We are.
that we had. That's
Are.
good. Ain't nothing wrong with what you
We
saying.
are.
But we got to get just a little deeper with love and respect.
Right. Right.
Not to misuse, but to use.
To use.
Because we got it all going for us.
Sure. I agree.
You know. And because I never remember Aunt Jenny coming unless she brought something. Uncle James.
Right.
You know, and I know Mom was always busy cooking or doing what cleaning, had us cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would say like she possibly broke even.
Well, yeah.
You see, but
Yeah.
they, at least they came and they gave on a free will.
Right. On a free will. Right. Yeah.
You know, but still, that's a good point, and it's a fact to look into. I mean, I think if we have some money left out of this, I don't think we ought to divide it and give it back like we did before.
Oh, no.
Because that would have been on our activity for this time.
To help. Sure. Sure. If we had had something to fall back on, Joyce and them would have had something to work with.
Right.
You see?
See, if we had some money, we could have went on and had it there.
Sure.
Because, see, what they really wanted us to do was to send, they wanted us to do fundraising, but send it there. And see, but what a lot of people didn't realize, that was a big place to go to.
Yeah.
Even like if we went to California.
Yeah.
Now, you think if we flew or drove to California, then like you said, we still got to pay $50 or $60 after we get there? That is an expense on the one's traveling.
Think about, sure. I think it is. It's a little expense. It could be pushed aside to me. You know. Well, anyway,
Okay.
it was just a thought.
Well, let's
slave owner who was O'Kelley. He was O'Kelley. Okay. She was bought downtown.
Downtown where?
She was bought on the riverfront.
What riverfront?
Downtown in St. Louis. That's where she was bought. This is what Big Mama told me. And if you find that paper, it's written like that. Ellen Fisher was bought downtown on the riverfront. Her main job, reason why she was bought, was to bear children.
And she was bought and taken where?
Okay, she could, she didn't state exactly where. But the fella who bought her, his name was O'Kelley. Okay, while she was, having kids for him by others, she was, other slaves. She was doing this with other slaves. It's more than just us. She had a lot of kids, but it just so happened that the slave owner O'Kelley liked her. She looked good. Big Mama told me the lady looked good. Had long, pretty hair, her eyes. It amazed her. He wanted her. She didn't want him. So he had beat her once.
And blinded
her.
Yeah,
in
and
the eye,
threatened to put her in a
threatened
burning
to throw her in the bush.
That's
That's when she went on and had sex with him. And out of that sexual intercourse, she bore these 4 kids. From the 4 kids, okay, that's when
Daniel.
okay, Daniel, okay, on my papers it'll tell you what Daniel did. It tells you what Charles
He married.
did. Okay,
Yeah.
what was it? It was Rosie Hillary.
Yeah.
Rosie Hillary died of, what was it? Big Mama told me what they all died of. It's on the paper. So I'm saying, if you find that paper, all this information you're trying to get from people.
Today is July 31st, 1985. Okay, we're getting ready to interview the Crescents. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yes.
The Crescents. And tell me, who are the Crescents?